Hello, we're back. Lobby's up pretty quickly here. We've already got 9 of 10. For those who just came over from Jinxie Cat stream, welcome. We are starting our round 3 matchup. You just saw Not Fans advance, and they're going to be taking on the undefeated 30K Violet here in the semifinals of this first qualifier. Stoic, it's been fantastic today.
It really has. We've been following, if you've just jumped along, we've been following the progress of 30K Violet. We've seen them scale from map to map, not dropping a single one in that, but really putting on a showing in a lot of these maps. They've shown some great coordination, some really strong drafts of just like the meta, but executing them really, really well on the maps they've taken them. So I'm excited to see, like, now as we're getting into the semis, like how things start to shake out, like what they've got prepared and how they're looking to gain the advantage over Not Fans, as they're going to meet their first opponent, who comes with a name of all players that we've seen before in this league.
Oh yeah, looks like the Thanatos is back here for Not Fans. We've got Jay, Any Problem, Maka, the Paletta. You know him and you love him. It's going to be exciting stuff here.
Are we going to see some Sergeant Hammer?
Hammer on Tomb? Hammer on Tomb?
I mean, that's the Paletta, right? That's his thing, right? The hammer. So, like, maybe
it could happen. I mean, you've got. I think Tassadar might show up in this draft. I think Tassadar has been kind of doing work here on Tomb.
Yeah, I think it's probably true.
We bring up the map select screen for those who are interested. Methuselah, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate the support. Yeah, you can check out the map bans here. Alterac Pass and Sky Temple removed by 30K Violet. Infernal Shrines and Cursed Hollow removed by Not Fans. And we get to go to Tomb. It's our first Tomb of the day.
Yeah,
yes.
Really a good map. Like, this is going to get scrappy, and I'm excited for that. Like, these two teams, it's not going to jump into this, like, the dance of Infernal, like, how well can you team fight and how well can macro? It's really like, how well can you control the tight corridors? And I'm excited to see what these teams do. We haven't seen Tomb today, as you mentioned, so some freshness.
Might see some mages pop up now and again. We might see some Tychus come on through. I don't think we've had a Tychus game. We haven't.
Not on our channel.
That's honestly kind of surprising. Tychus has been a very contested pick in a lot of the NGS playoff division stuff. I've Storm division, all sorts of. It's just Tychus everywhere. Haven't seen him once today.
Yeah, that's true. And, I'm thinking about Hasuab's, like, that's the only thing he plays anymore. So, like, 30K Violet, like, I gotta live up to the name.
He got to have the Tychus. You're like, you know what? Tychus does one thing super well, and then he just gets Odin. You're like, you know what? That's enough. That's enough to get it done.
It's true. Well, excellent here. I'm excited. We're getting the full-on countdown here into the start of this map.
Let's do it. We're going into the draft. Yes! Tomb of the Spider Queen. We've been casting Battlefield up, down, left, and right. It's time for some Tomb. Let's get into it here.
Lunara here, we've seen her only once, I think, tonight on the stream, or maybe we've seen her twice in the stream tonight. But that Wisp can be really powerful here with Sentinel Wisp talent level 1, being able to see the entire area around the turret. They knew. I mean, how do you not? Like, when you have an OTP Sergeant Hammer, like.
Junkrat also going to be removed here by Not Fans, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, but so this does give, I feel when you have to target ban, that gives an advantage to the team that you're target banning here. So I give, like, the little bit of edge here, where normally the first pick team, I think, is expected to win the draft. I think now here, Not Fans, like, already with that target ban, they're in a position where do they ban the Stukov here? Do they let it through? They're going to ban it.
So 30K Violet, they could have their choice of off lane if they wanted it. They're going to take it. Epic player happy with a Dahaka once again. See what Not Fans is going to respond with here. We've got a new, fresh team. Do we finally get the Tychus? Do we just go Anubarak Sylvanas? Run it back for 5 games in a row?
Yeah, Anubarak Sylvanas is a good pick. I think the Tychus could work, right? The W build is quite good at the safe distance for clearing waves. We could pick a Blaze. It's been quite good here and had good success.
Might be a little early for a Tychus. I don't know. It's going to be Vala here from Maka. There's the Anubarak from Jay. Looking Again, very flexible, very standard. An early Vala leaves not fans open to doing something funny. They could do like an extra healer. They could do something like a Zarya thing to try to help support the Vala. Or it could be just a double bruiser up front. Like Vala is just, there's so much damage and mobility there that the comp stays really flexible.
Yeah, I like that. The early pick Vala gives you flexibility here. Matching skins here for this Anduin Sylvanas.
Important stuff. And
Yeah,
early Anduin. I mean, so you've got the two band away. We've been seeing Gunnar play a lot of Malfurion today.
Yeah.
But instead we're going to see the Anduin since they don't have the Anubarak on their side.
I think it makes sense. As we talked about in the first map, the first series, you know, like...
Johanna ban. I was wondering if 30k Violet was trying to squeeze through a Johanna there. Nice sorry ban. They're going to eliminate one potential Vala comp.
Yeah.
From not fans.
And it's so true that Vala can go so many ways here. Being the hyper carry, being the secondary, as we've seen, being the primary. Not fans about to show a little bit more.
Sylva's up here. Malfurion is up. Those would be sort of the easy picks, but maybe not fans go something a little funky here. No, they're gonna go Mouth Blaze.
I mean,
I'm trying to make these drafts interesting, guys. I really am, but they're just picking really good heroes.
Yeah, blame Violet for banning Hammer. Could have had a Hammer game.
Look at these bans, and they're just like.
I feel like Bahamut asking.
And we just get the A1 comps. It's okay. Yeah. It's all right. It's fine. It's okay. So 30k Violet, they don't have a Johanna to pick here. Diablo is a possibility, though Diablo into a Nubarak Blaze seems a little suspect. It's going to be a Varian, and Panda Colada picks the best mage in the game. It's Gul'dan.
Not much to talk about the Gul'dan there. Interesting. But, like, the Varian, I'm interested. We've seen Marlo quite a few times pick the Varian. Why not the Diablo?
I think Varian is a little more survivable once you're in there. Like, I feel like Diablo would pick a target and then get stunned and stunned and stunned and stunned and rooted and then just die.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Oh, a Maiev. Oh, the
you asked
spice
for it
is
last
in.
game.
Finally,
Yeah.
we get an element. So this is what I was saying with the Vala. You can go that solo backline Vala, and it allows you the flexibility here.
Yeah, no,
I love this Maiev.
Yeah, I think it's exciting here. I think Maya's wave clear is going to be just good enough as well, and provide just enough of a threat that I think that's going to allow the Vala to be stepping up here and hopefully shooting past that Varian, you know, and putting some pressure on that Gul'dan. Because otherwise, if Gul'dan hits no pressure, as you know, like for just wave clear for days, right?
Yeah, but Maiev is absolutely Gul'dan pressure. Like, just not being able to move away, trying to get away from that Umbral Bind after the Shade goes in. Yeah, it's, you know, Panda Colada going to have to watch that positioning here. But with the Anduin there to help, I feel like that's going to be a big boon here for 30k Violet.
Yeah, I mean, that's they got to be thinking, oh, nice, we have this Anduin, we have an ability, if somebody gets too far out, to bring him right back. I'm excited. These two drafts, like, both are a little bit interesting in the way they're going to play this. Both pretty standard and powerful, and I think we're about to see some explosion.
Let's get into it. Game number 1 of our third series of the day on the left and the blue is 30k Violet. They've gone to the blue. Gunnar is on Anduin, Epic Player on the Dahaka, Panda Colada on Gul'dan, Albatox is playing Sylvanas, and Marlo is on the Varian.
And in the red, for the first time on this stream tonight, we have Jay playing Anubarak, Maka on Vala, the Paleta on Malfurion, Any Problem playing Maiev, and the Thanatos on Blaze. It is not fans.
Well, I am a fan of them. What are they going to do about it?
I think they're going to get some picks with some CC chains and some pulls.
Wonder if they're not fans of us. Who is this being pointed at?
Yeah.
God, I'm so anxious. Here we go. Let's take a look at our quests here. Looks like we've got the speed for Dahaka. We've got High King's quest here for Varian. Is Dahaka able to get underground just in time there? Is Marlo going to get pulled back? There's a big stun from the Thanatos. Marlo trying to get away here. Nice oil placement, though. That's a kill on the Varian early. This is early power is a big deal here on the side of not fans between this Maiev and Anubarak.
Yeah, I'm also really interested, like, not only is the red team very, like, early, they have a powerful early game, even without that, even with recognizing the Vala. That Varian is not strong early. It was very far out. I'm interested in maybe it was trying to peel for the Dahaka, who was caught on the bush rotate.
There was a little bit of help there from Maya to pull further out of position, but
True.
It's tough here because the lanes are so short. We'll see if Marlowe is able to step back a little bit, but, you know, it's a tough thing. It's like you're the tank. You want to be able to lead those rotations, but it's hard when you're playing safe enough. You just give the enemy the map. You give them the center, which isn't what you're hoping to do. But you're a Varian comp pre-4. You just kind of eat the disadvantage, right?
Yeah, talk to me as well about this Varian comp here. What are your thoughts on the High King's quest on Varian?
It's not something we generally see out of taunt variants. Usually we see like the Lion's Maw healing.
Yeah.
Or possibly the overpower talent in particular situations. Is Epic player able to barely get out of there? I'm not sure if the crossfire actually connected. It looked like it might have. I don't usually. I mean, we usually see it with a twin blades, right? You get a little bit of extra auto attack and all that fun stuff.
Or the smash.
We do see it with smash, but it is still going to be taunt. Interesting.
Yeah.
Let me reread this talent here. You get 10 basic attack damage. So you get basic attack damage, which is generally what you see with the damage variant builds, because that's what you're going for there.
I wonder if it's just a misclick and we're over analyzing it here, but it does seem like the other two talents would provide much more value in the, like, I think the overpower reset is more damage.
I don't know. What do you think, chat? What do you think about High Kings with a taunt variant? Tell me the plays. Tell me your ways. As Marlowe gets out of trouble there, does have the taunt. Another big part of the taunt here for Varian is a big ol' health boost. So that's going to help out with these Maiev engages as well. Nice taunt there onto Maka, but follow-up damage not quite there.
But, you know, it keeps him honest, right? Like, if Maka, the right clicker, is allowed to just do the right clicking thing that he's so good at, unthreatened by the Variant, it will eventually just overwhelm. So I like keeping him honest. Taunt there on Malfurion, who also needs to keep it honest.
Elf in trouble. Nice warp through by Albatox. Very nice aggressive play here. Any problem, gonna get the warp out with the pull. Maka's still in trouble here, trying to stay out of the way, but Vala goes down. A counter double kill coming on in for 30k Violet. Uh-oh, could be more here. Thanatos is caught. Blazes down. I didn't expect the tide to turn so quickly here, Stoic.
Yeah, no, I wish we had the replay to watch that back to kind of understand how things just went really pretty wrong there very quickly. Turning here, stopped by Jay, but it looks like Albatox is going to be able to get that in there.
I think Epic player dropped off. Or was it Albatox? I couldn't tell whether Dahaka on the bottom lane got the turn in or...
Albatox just went from 13 to 1, so got the last 12.
Okay, must have been Albatox finishing it off then. All right, so we got our first blue web weavers here, basically on time. You usually see that around the 4.5 minute mark, unless there's extensive delays. So, kind of the thing that you worry about here on Tomb of the Spider Queen is you take the first, it does nothing, and then you give up the 2-3 afterwards, right? So you've got to get your map control going, or you've got to delay your first turn in a little bit. This will be a marquee moment right now for 30k Violet, if they can make sure to get a little bit of damage in, but more importantly, not just give up a free turn in right after this.
Yeah. They've got the top walls gonna fall here. Mid wall has a total of 800 health, but not
Chat
much
seems
more.
to not like High King's quest either. What can I say?
If chat
Taunt
says
comes out onto Nathanatos. Follow up from Gul'dan. Gul'dan currently sitting at 18 of 40 stacks here at the 5 minute mark. On a pretty good pace right now. I imagine that quest is going to be done by 16.
I think we're definitely on pace for that here. Jay here looking to turn in.
Jay. All right, good interrupts. Kind of a double interrupt there. Does anyone actually... Oh, no, they're not able to follow up on it. Actually, Jay is going to go in there. Marlowe could be caught here. There's the Umbral Bind. Pull back into the root. Varian still has pretty high health, though. Nice charge onto the wave to escape. Nicely done.
Yeah, I've been impressed at the way that Marlowe's plays the Variant, right? We've seen him do ins and outs very well here, surviving in many situations I thought they wouldn't. Looked like he even had Warbringer there, but really it was just catching the charge into a minion. Well played.
I'm always jealous of like these pro-level Varian and Diablo players that take these heroes that traditionally have very predictable movement and then they move unpredictably on them. I just watch them do it and I'm just like, sure, like whenever I play Diablo, I'm just standing there like a dingus and they're moving around like a Genji out on the map.
Yeah. You know, I've been watching Marlowe. It feels like now for like quite a while since somebody turned me on, and I've been impressed at like his flexibility across some hero pools. You know, like I've seen Marlowe play quite a few heroes. Tank is one that I feel like is a newer role for him and doing quite well. Oh, yeah. Long charge there.
Like Marlowe, I know as like the Tracer player. So
yeah, exactly.
Up here as we see a big Maiev engaged. Gul'dan is going to get caught. Albatrox is able to warp out here into it in the cocoon as the containment disconnects as well. Oh, excuse me, I had to cough. Anduin is going to be next to fall. Albatrox is low. It looks like we got a triple kill coming in here for not fans and possibly more. Marlowe is just getting slowed down and taken down. Huck able to get away here, but when the kills come, they've been coming fast for both teams.
Yeah, and this is what you mentioned about that Gul'dan. I think that Gul'dan's tried to plant its feet, trying to get some of that damage out, and the Maiev was instantly able to snap engage, get that pull, and set everything up for the rest of their team to follow. Really like the chaos that was created there so quickly. It was great for, what's the name of that? Not fans.
And this is the trouble when you play the best mage in the game, which is still my assertion here, because I love Gul'dan. But when you're against Maiev, it's tough to find the right spot to stand. I will say.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to get some beetle value here. Epic player here, though, steps up, gets a little bit stunned. Will they be able to... This is 5 here.
Adaptation comes on out here. Epic player playing a little bit crazy here, but seems to have lasted for long enough to look for more. Jay, was in range of the bunker there. Can they find the kill? Very nice bunker placement coming out from the Thanatos. I think they thought they had a Nubarak locked down far enough away, but the click was in.
Yeah. You know, we didn't mention this as we were talking about some other things, and the fight broke out so quickly. With their turn, not fans have got down 2 and almost 3 forts here. That bottom fort very low, top and mid gone completely. So definitely like more value with the second turn, and as you often see, they're looking to possibly chain that into the third or into the second turn.
This is what I was worried about. The Nubarak going to turn it on the top side for free here. You get an early turn in first, and then the tide of the fight doesn't go your way. Oh, jeez. Marlowe going right in, getting baited a little bit by Blaze. But then you give up the next 2, and all of a sudden the map control is just completely against you.
Yeah, they'll be able to stack up gems here. They have close to turn already with the waves being pushed to them. They'll be able to probably get, a double turn of their own. We'll see if they're able to hold on to those gems, though, because as you start to hold them, those pockets get full and you get heavy, and there's an opportunity for a pick.
Bottom lane is all the way pushed up to the keep wall here. We see 30k Violet ready to get that clear. The mid is being pushed in, though, by not fans. They're right up onto the wall right now. This is a super effective early game push here. Sometimes we see Tomb of the Spider Queens that go like, 3rd, 4th, 5th turn into the game, and it's still not really knocking on keep walls. But now they're going to rotate up to the top. They've already taken down mid keep wall. They're working on top keep wall. This is really, really well done here by not fans.
Yeah, what we're seeing is very similar to what we watched in the first series, where 30k was more split, and their opponents were, moving as 5 together quickly on these rotations. And, it wasn't able to be profited off of in that first series. In this series, definitely not fans have found the lead by going as 5, finding the picks, and pushing structures together.
Marlowe going to keep an eye on top boss. Just checking. No boss play to be had, though. Right now, Not Fans has sort of run out of gas on the gem front. A lot of gems available on the side of 30k Violet. We'll see if they can find the opportunity to turn in here. Looks like both teams are thinking about their bruiser camps, though.
Yeah. Camps traded here. 3 building advantage here in favor of Not Fans. They're on about a level advantaged here. We'll have 16 talent advantage soon. I wonder how they're going to play around these gems.
Doing a good job of keeping an eye on these turn-ins, making sure that 30k Violet can't just step up and do whatever they want here. Marlowe is going to be stunned and slept in range, but it's just a Just a zoning measure here as Epic Player is thinking about to engage, but nice retreat from not fans.
Yeah. Definite respect here. Epic Player with adaptation available and 51 gems in the pocket. Looking to get this turn all by themselves.
Jay trying to get in position is actually going to have to commit the cocoon here, and we're going to have a full-on engage. Dahaka still in the cocoon. There's a nice pull-out. Gul'dan is saved for now. The Boletta going to pop that Tranquility as Varian is put into the containment disc. Light Bomb comes out as Dahaka is actually taking the opportunity to turn in right now. The rest of the team is fighting. There's a turn in for blue, but Gul'dan is going to be the next to go down here. There goes Anduin as well. The Gambit from 30k Violet not coming up in their favor.
I love Maka got the one stall into Dahaka, which gave them enough time to get the double kill on the thing, and then 30k turns, and the turn is now going to be neutered because of the lack of their pushing power here. The keep actually might fall here.
Yeah, this keep is going to go down. Wow. They took a gamble there that they could survive long enough 4v5 and then disengage, but they couldn't quite find it enough. Uh-oh, Epic Player is going to be caught inside the Lurker Strain here. Has the healing, but it's too much damage. Here down is Dahaka. Marlowe stuck on the backside, is going to fall as well. There's still Web Weavers pushing here that Not Fans is going to have to deal with, but this will give them a significant lead on the path to level 20.
Yeah, I don't know that they lose a whole... I don't think they lose a fort here.
Bottom is basically dead already. Nathantos going to clean that up. Top is... There's a beefy wave here. We'll see if Jay can distract it for long enough.
Okay, they'll lose the fort. 6! Oh, dang it!
The wave is too strong.
Yeah, minion's too strong.
Look at that. A brief 3-level lead here. It is about to be 16s, though, for 30k Violet, so this is that time where you're going, if we have an opportunity for a fight, now is the time. But there may just... This is also a spot where Not Fans, they just don't need to give a fight.
Yeah, this is interesting here. If I'm blue, I think they're playing off of, okay, we want to get the gems here and lose both of our keeps, but not lose the game. I think that's probably what the strategy they're employing, right? Because a possible fight around the gem turn-in means a loss of a fight there is for sure a loss. I think they're probably thinking, okay, we don't lose the game, we just lose all our buildings, and we can come back in a little bit.
Epic Player is scouted on the edge there. The Web Weavers are going to start to push on up. This is the best defense that we're going to see here from 30k Violet. The best opportunity. Not going to come out onto any problem. Maiev jumping into the air here. Re-engaging is going to be denied, though. Sylvanas has the Unstoppable to escape. Gul'dan is inside the containment disc here. Jay going in with a huge burrow charge. Going to find the kill onto Gul'dan. That's a lot of the long-range wave clear taken away here. Blaze pushing up the mid. Nathanatos going to look for a connection. Jay's going to hit onto Gunner, and oh my gosh, Anduin never had a chance. It's a double kill. We've got Webweaver on the core in the mid, and this looks like it's going to be game number 1.
Yeah, man, giving those picks there is so unfortunate there, because I think they could have, they could have survived, frankly, if they hadn't have lost those underneath that keep there. But I mean, great play here by Not Fans, pulling out, forcing those little mistakes there, those little step outs, and punishing absolutely. That Blaze Anubarak stun chain has been so reliable today. I mean, it has been a nightmare to watch.
Absolutely. Like, those two heroes together, especially, like, I'm going to double check the talent here, but I'm pretty sure that was Epicenter on 16. Let's see here. Yeah.
Epic enter it was.
So you get the Epicenter, you get the follow-up from Blaze, so now you've got 2 area stuns to just go in and key off of each other. Malfurion can just saunter up there happily and lay down the carpet. You got all the time in the world. It's doing work. Like, what I'm interested in, I'm 90% sure, I know we're at least working on getting sort of a league page on Heroes Profile. I want to look at the win rates of these heroes, because I feel like, as a pair, they're probably undefeated.
You know, as we break down this draft here, this pairing is so strong, but now I'm thinking how these other pieces fit in here, right? The Vala, she has that pseudo-secondary support being the Bunker, which I really love to see that pairing there. But also here, you now have this hyper-carry Vala, right? Maiev doing lots of damage, lots of impact there. But Vala really, She's got 3 frontliners in front of her. She's able to fully do her damage. She doesn't need to take a talent like Strafe or like, Rain of Vengeance, right? Because she has all of these other CC layers. She's able to fully focus here on the damage that can be put out by the Strafe here. I really love the way that its draft works, empowering the Vala to get her true potential, protecting her. I mean, really, you're letting Maka do what Maka does best, and that's right-click on people and make them die.
Yeah, I mean, it's a build that comes together with this kind of comp, just like you said. You don't need the stun. You've got all the CC in the world coming from everyone else. It's like, you do the damage. It's like, all right, we're going to get as much spread damage as we possibly can with this multi-shot strafe setup. Yeah.
Really a cohesive draft. Misos, if you're still watching, write this one down for us. I really, well played.
Blaze. Get that, a Nubarak Blaze.
Yeah, a Nubarak Blaze. Well played. I mean, in 30K, they showed some great moments there, but ultimately there were 2 team fights that they fell behind, and excellent job capitalizing. Not fans. Excellent job.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big part of watching this high level play that I've seen. Is it's not just that they get the picks. They get the picks at really important times, like right before an objective, right as you've got lane, as you've got the lane pressure, you find those picks, and they are able to snowball that into these siege moments. Like, because if you walk around and get a pick, but all your lanes are pushed in, it's like, great, what did you do? You still got to go back and deal with your waves, so why did you bother going for the kill in the first place? But these teams, the players at this level, they make sure they get their chores done before they go have fun, right? And that's how they're able to snowball these advantages.
You know what I'm thinking about? Panda Colada looked great all night. The Gul'dan, though, I think he had more deaths in this game than he's had in the last 2 series. The last 2 series combined. Is it is it the hero? Is it like, is he getting tired? Or is it the fact he's playing Gul'dan? Or is it like the fact he's playing Gul'dan? I don't know. Something to consider there.
Don't you be throwing shade at my main.
Sorry, I mean, maybe he should have played. Maybe he should have played. He probably should have played Artanis. That probably would have helped.
Artanis versus Maya. We'll see who's better at repositioning people. You damn warden. All right, we've got our next lobby starting to form. We're going to Towers of Doom into the map select screen. Yes, it's our first Towers game of the night.
Yeah, what good maps they're choosing. Oh, I'm so happy.
We're getting it. We're doing it.
All we need is Game 3 on Dragonshire, and this is the perfect series.
Could be possible. Which other map have we not done that's available? Volskaya. that would get everything that we could have possibly got sans bans.
No, we watched Infernals or Volskaya on that Infernal game where it was 6 objectives and nothing happened until there was 2 team fights and done.
Listen, just because it's possibly it would be the last game of the night and we don't want it to go 45 minutes doesn't mean we can't complete the set.
All right, fair. Speed run. They'll just gentleman's agreement. First objective wins the game.
No one is allowed to pick Zul'jin or Nazeebo or anything that would slow down the pace of the only Kerrigan comps. We're going to go Kerrigan Jaina. Try to win in 12 minutes.
Kerrigan Jaina versus Hammer Zarya.
Hammer Zarya. Yeah, we're just going to go all in. Boom.
I was thinking they have a race. Like one goes top, one goes bottom, and who gets the core first. Like that old game. You remember that old game that was done in 2 minutes and 15 seconds?
Yeah.
It's like
both teams were like, no, I win. And then they just kept going.
Well, it's such an interesting moment. You get to that moment where like, well, if we rotate up, they'll take another building, right? You just like, at some point you like get so deep into it, you can't back off because by the time you get back, they'll have taken another 2 buildings and you're behind. That was craziness. Like that wasn't like it just happened once. Like there was like quite a few games in like 2017 and 2018. It was like, all right, we're just going to base race.
Haven't seen a good base race in a while. We've seen trades like fort for fort, but not like it's been a while since I've seen a true base race. I'm trying to remember which Storm Division season it was. But there was one map where teams just tended to run it down, one top, one bot. Oh gosh, there's no point in reminiscing about it now, but
Yeah.
I'd have to go back in my VODs. I've got them all saved. I'm sure I could find it somewhere, but it was something that you know what it was? It was on Battlefield of all maps. It was very strange. One team would just go top and the other would go bot, and they would just go straight onto keep walls in like the first minute of the game. It was very weird. It was very, very weird. It happened like 3 times on Battlefield in one season.
Yeah, man, I'm hoping we get a little bit of cheese, you know? I'm not saying
it's the map for it. Towers of Doom is a map that, because you're not worried as much about that siege value, the macro is very simply just get the waves cleared. There's a couple camps you can do, but you can get away with goofy stuff. You can do triple healer. You can do Vikings, Abathur, Murky stuff. Like, there's plenty of types of compositions that work on towers.
Vikings, Abathur, and Murky?
Well, some subset of those.
That's further than I would go.
This Towers of Doom was the map. It was Porky's team ran a triple healer Illidan that won. Okay. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's neat. I'm down.
It wasn't even like the 3 healers you'd expect. It was like Rhaegar, Tyrande, and something else.
Were they memeing on purpose? Picking Rhaegar in 2021 or 2022? What is
it? It worked.
I guess Rhaegar in 2020, though. We had some wins with Rhaegar.
It was probably back into 2020 when this happened.
Yeah. Anyway, pretty typical things here. The Anubarak ban, definitely a respect ban. I mean, absolutely. I mean, Jay was clicking. I mean, he was wrecking people with those spikes in the burrow. Stukov is pretty typical. Dahaka here gets a ban rather than being given over to
right
Epic
wing
player.
Is immediately snapped.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Right wing makes her first appearance in the games that we'll watch.
So
and Dahaka will have his first not appearance.
Blaze is up, but Anubarak is down. I wonder if that reduces the Blaze pick priority.
I think he's still pretty strong. Like, I mean, as far as offlaners go.
Gone. They're going to stick with the Vala. Jay is going to lock in an early Johanna here. Okay, I can dig it.
It's a very different playstyle than the Anubarak's going to be, unless they go for that Blessed Shield. But then still, like, Vala Johanna tells me not fans want to win late game, right? Like, you take 2 very late game heroes. Johanna depends on the talent, right? But Falling Sword has been more popular, which is very much hyper late game. Vala, hyper late game. So we'll see how that makes plays. And this is a map that goes long.
It can. It can definitely go long. For some reason, I remember this from Storm Division playoffs. I got 3 Towers of Doom games in a row from totally different teams and series that ended on the second triple tower phase.
Wow.
It was like so weird. First it happened once. I'm like, well, that's never going to happen again. And then it happened twice more in like the span of a week.
Okay.
So it's possible. It requires some artful building taking and some stealing of sappers. But if you pick up an early tower and start pumping in 5 shots instead of 4, you can kind of win early.
Is this a hammer pickup?
So Zarya's gone. I feel like you don't go hammer and Vala.
Okay, fair.
Do you go hammer and Vala? Is that a thing?
I don't think it's a thing, no. But, like, if you go hammer at all, like, we'll see what happens.
Try it. We're going to see Anduin come up from the Paletta, and we've got Blaze from the Thanatos again, able to pick that up.
So what does this put Epic player on? Something like a Hogger here. I mean, who else is high? Leoric, I guess, is decently high price.
Leo does okay. You usually don't Malthael into a bunker. Probably just Hogger.
I mean, do you Malthael ever?
If you want to go standard, you can definitely do Malthael on towers, especially into Leoric. Leoric has an absolute terrible time into Malthael. We actually are going to see the Leoric come on out here from Epic, and it's going to be a Jaina from Albatox. So it looks like we're going for an Entomb blow up here for 30k Violet.
Jaina's second time here on the channel tonight. The first time we saw her was in our first series. Took a not quite the standard build, so we'll see if Albatox builds her the same way. That final pick from Any Problem going to be a flex. We'll see what it's going to be. It could go anywhere, really. And Tychus is the pick.
Our first Tychus of the day.
Yeah.
So, your Tychus, you can pressure Murden, you can throw some grenades onto Jaina to make her life difficult. I think with the Vala, you've got enough damage to take down the Murden, because sometimes you get into a weird spot where you go like, we're going to do Tychus and we're going to make Murden hurt, but then Murden just jumps away and heals back to full, and you're like, oh, well, I just wasted 7,000 hero damage for zero reason.
Yeah.
But I feel like between the Blaze and the Johanna lockdown and Vala continuing the damage there, they do have the power to pop a Murden.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. We'll see how this plays out, though. I'm interested. The Leoric debut as well in the stream. I think it was.
Yeah.
Not like
picking it into Anduin is a little interesting. Maybe they just watch. Maybe they just watch for the Leap of Faith cooldown.
I see. Oh, because you're thinking specifically about the value from Entomb in a fight.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Let's see how it goes. Let's switch over to the game here and introduce the teams. On the left in the blue for game number 2 is 30k Violet. Panda Colada on the Jaina, Gunner on Brightwing, Epic Player on Leoric, Marlowe is on Murden, and we've got Albatox on the Sylvanas.
And on the right side, which has proven to be the lucky side tonight, we have Jay on Johanna, Maka playing Vala, the Paleta playing Anduin, the Thanatos on the Blaze, and Any Problem on Tychus up 1. It is not fans.
We'll see how it goes here. Of course, if you're going for late game, your Tomb starts to silence on its own. Obviously gets an awful lot better against something like a Johanna here. I mean, I think the Leoric's just a good hero. It's a good hero on towers. You can get a lot of work done solo. Really good. Well, actually, Marlowe going to go down here. Panda able to get away. Like, you're going to be able to chew on that front line. Oh, God. Guys, I'm trying to make a point. Stop making excellent plays. All I'm trying to say is there are some counters or some things that Leoric has trouble with, but there are also some things that Leo does really well into over on the side of not fans.
Yeah, I mean, I think a level 20 Entomb could be a great way to counter. I mean, I've been seeing some of that, like, spooky, swirly hand, though, at 20. We'll see if that actually comes in play. I don't think that's really probably the pick against the hypermobile, like, dashing around of not fans.
I mean, you'll be able to get that in range of, like, Johanna and Blaze, which is nice, but Tychus is probably going to outrange it as a...
Marlowe.
Marlowe is pulled down here and is just going to have to walk back into the minigun. That's 3 kills here for not fans in the early going. I don't know if late game... I mean, okay, it's early kills. We're on the first minute and a half. But we were talking about late game here, and it's just like, if this is the start, you're like, oh, geez, that's going to be a little bit tough.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great moment where Jay was able to pull the Murden back and into the root here. Again, it's happened. They're comboing these two light CCs. Not light, because it's hard CC from Anduin, right? They're comboing both of these two slightly less reliable CCs in a really good way. Like, the Paleta's calling it, or Jay's calling it, whoever the communication leader is there, I'm like, here's the target, they're up too far, let's get them both together. It's going well.
Thanatos could be in a spot of trouble here as the body block continues here. Oh, able to squeeze out for the jet propulsion. Looks like Blaze going to be all right. Oh, they're turning it. Epic Aaron's now the one that has to move away. Already used the Wraith Walk. Bruisers getting bruised here on the top line.
You like to see that pressure here.
Liam, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. And our first altar phase is online. This is always an interesting one, because do you see just, you know, the honorable trade in the top lane? Do you see the, you know, harassment on the left or right side, and then just a battle over the bottom side?
I think you have...
Looks like we got a possible gank here as Thanatos and Epic Player get tangled up, but Sylvanas is actually going to be going down here. It was 30k Violet that was thinking about getting a pick there, but nice rebuff and kill from not fans.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the kill, I think you could have tried to have something cheeky like Galme cap the left and then Z down to have the 4v4 faster, or 5v4 faster, but not what happened.
Thanatos gets to safety. See Brightwing head on down to the bottom lane to help that out, but yeah, 4 kills to none here so far. It results in a small experience lead here for not fans. Mad Walrus New Zealand, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the show. Looks like the sappers are starting to come online here.
Good camp discipline. Blue team here gonna look for the invade with 5.
Leoric's got the priority. It's going to be a pre-4v5. Epic player moves on to the point. Blaze is a little bit behind here. Looks like Jay is going to try to step up. Marlowe is low, is going to try to get out of there, but Muradin falls, and this is turning it around here. Vol is so low, he's going to go down and trade out for Jaina.
Uh-oh. The Brightwing's going to be able to get that Z off. Epic player going to get a huge burst of health here. Polita dropping pretty low here.
Oh no!
Who's going to finish Leoric?
Epic player stepped onto the point before going down and seals the camp.
Was it worth it, though, to trade 3 for 1 and get a camp? I don't know.
Was it worth it to lose half your platoon?
I guess it is. Oh, man.
Sounds like it'd be from a cheese ball World War II movie or something.
Yeah.
You know those ones that are like too self-serious but aren't good enough production value and are also like half fiction because they're making stuff up?
Oh yeah, and it's gonna end like
one of those.
Super pedantic ending, like, but because we love America, we love our country, like we can do it. Yeah,
do it for the fans or whatever you say.
Yeah, do it for the fans.
We got another gank attempt here in the bottom lane. We're set up for a single altar phase. This is. Oh, it's Eternal Retaliation on 4 for Johanna. I was like, what's with the marks on the minions? We don't usually see that coming out from Johanna. Instead, usually we see that when Johanna is like solely responsible for wave clear. Like if you're ending up in like a double soak Johanna situation or something.
Yeah, you know what? This Tychus, any problem is playing an exceptional game on Tychus. And I think like really, really incredible play. Here, Jay with the huge stun. Oh my gosh.
Nice fall. Can Panda get out? No, the range of the Odin is enough.
So, interesting. The timing of that was not quite right, but they were still able to get the pick, and they're able to knock down this wall anyway.
Very nicely done. Any problem picking up that Master Assassin on level 4 to empower the Odin, and wow, Brightwing just got eliminated. Albatox, uh-oh. Oh no, Sylvanas, nowhere to go. That was a nice job leading out the Haunting Wave there by Johanna, just making sure Albatox had no way out. We are at 11-1 on these kills right now, and bottom lane control is going over to not fans.
Yeah, wow. Meanwhile, on the other half of the map, Leoric and Blaze kind of just trading back and forth, doing their own thing, but now things are going to get interesting with this bottom lane being converted. They have good structure damage if they can get up there. With 2-level lead, it's going to be their windows are going to be very infrequent.
Double bottom lane altar phase here, so the objective not drawing not fans away. Bad luck there for 30k Violet. If it's like a double top lane, you can sometimes sneak away, you know, force them to respond to the objective so you can take back bottom lane. But it looks like 30k Violet, they're just going to wrap around here and look for an early fight. Marlowe is going to eat a couple of stuns here. Rain of Vengeance coming out as well. Manages to... Oh, with a Light Bomb, Falling Sword is going to connect. Marlowe somehow staying alive here, though. The Thanatos a little bit low here as Epic Player is going to chew on Mako a little bit. Marlowe barely able to survive there with the Avatar, but there goes the damage battery. Falla traded out, but Leoric is going to fall. Muradin makes it out. Marlowe doing Muradin things and just living, but that's a 3 for 1 here for the side of not fans, and they're going to pick up 10 possible shots here with this double objective.
You know, Leoric in that last fight was able to kill that Vala because of his level 1 Consume Vitality, hitting, you know, he hit 2 or 3 members with that swing, which allowed him to get that last bit of health for that final auto to finish off Vala. I was not expecting Leo to heal that much, but interesting tech pick had turned out to get him a pick.
Very nicely done, and remember what I was saying about ending on the first triple?
No, I was thinking that.
We're kind of heading that way here as bottom lane control. That's 10 early shots. Right now we see Marlowe just keeping an eye on that top boss. Nathanatos trying to finish up the camp. Can Epic Player get onto it? No, not in time. But uh-oh, I think Nathanatos might be out of luck here. Is going to pop the bunker. No one is coming for the save.
Nice moves. I like to see it.
Good try, but Blaze goes down.
So here's where things get interesting. These 3 sappers going in would be a huge win because that means the next objective phase actually can't win. Never mind, I'll stop talking.
No, it could. You could get 15.
There's only one coming up, though. I thought the next one was going to be a triple, but it's just the single.
Oh, no. Yeah. So there's going to be a single. It's going to be a single and then a triple.
But these 3 going in would be important, but it looks like the red team is saying, actually, they're planning on hopefully, getting this one and the boss and then finishing.
Let's see if they can hold on here. Bottom. Oh, they're not gonna step up here. Johanna is on the way, but they can't really step up without Jay. I guess Jay is taking advantage of that level 4, just catching up on the soak while Blaze was down.
Yeah.
And the bottom tower is saved. Epic Player is looking for a flank here, though. 30k Violet. This is an opportunity. We're pre-16.
Yeah, no, and I'm very interested in Jay's decision there, or the team's decision to prioritize a wave. Never mind, I'll stop talking. Possible fight breaking out. Epic Player spooking in. Finds an
Entomb is going to cut off the Paletta there, but there is the big, oh my goodness, big light bomb. The double stun is in. Epic Player is going to be taken down on the edge here. We got some low health bars as Marlowe jumps on out. The Thanatos is going to get the cutoff here. Muradin is going to be chased out, but checking in on the bottom side. There goes Jaina with the From the Grave Ring of Frost. Albatox trying to move away here. Gunner gets a nice blink. That's going to be 5 more shots onto the core here. Not fans looking very, very dominant here on this Towers of Doom.
Yeah. Well played. Each of these engagements goes very well for them here. They're up 13 kills. I mean, 30k Violet. I think they've met their match and more.
Oh, Nathanatos might be caught out again. There's no damage to follow up here, so I think Blaze is going to be okay. But, uh-oh. That Entomb going to force out a bunker here, so going to be an ult for an ult. And here comes any problem, Marlowe. I think the jump is still available, but the root is too much. And Muradin goes down. And it's a time for a While We're Here boss coming in from Not Fans.
With 3 altars up, they need to get... Oh, you know what? This is actually interesting. They needed one of these sappers to get in. Or they needed...
One sapper would have been good. Then they could have gone the 2 for 1.
Yeah. I wonder what they're thinking about, like, getting one of these towers down to be able to get lethal, or if they're saying, we're so far ahead, let's not push our luck. Because Towers of Doom is one of those things where if you get wiped, the comeback...
Albatox got caught in the corner there. There's the Falling Sword. They want to get this kill. There's a light bomb. It's going to hit onto 1. There goes Sylvanas. That's a huge pickup here for Not Fans.
Yeah.
But like you're saying... Just because you can win on the next phase doesn't mean you necessarily should try to. Oh no. Oh no, 30k Violet was trying to make big plays here. They actually get this kill onto Vala, but Jaina and Brightwing are going to go down. Epic Player and Marlowe are trying to clean this up. Any problem is trying to get away from Muradin here. The Paletta is kiting away from Leoric. Marlowe escapes. Any problem escapes. Leoric not going to be so lucky here. Sappers are in on the bottom lane. Muradin is trying to get this cap on the top left. Nathanatos. Oh, Nathanatos.
Wait,
you gotta get in range.
Ah!
Oh my goodness.
Gosh. I mean, didn't believe it was going to happen here. Interesting. I think this is a possible end here. Look at this. This is interesting. Joe's not capping bottom.
Trying to take the bottom tower in time. They only need one of them to be 5 shots, so Anduin is okay to channel this. Albatox is going to channel the left side. But yeah. If they take this tower, they've got the bottom lane control. This could be it. They're going to force 30k Violet to just rush down here.
Wait,
Gunner and Marlowe are here. Epic Player is here. Blaze and Vala are late. There's the big combo coming on out here. Silence Arrow is going to connect, though. Tychus is trying to get away. Any problem is going to be peeled for, but Tychus still going to go down. Big Ring of Frost onto 2. We've got a 5v4 situation here. 30k Violet trying to turn it around. Blaze is going to be the next to go down.
Oh my gosh.
Jay barely gets out. 30k Violet looking like they're going to live another day here.
I cannot believe what we just watched there. I don't know. Why did Jay peel when Jay could have had the channel? Oh man.
Maybe they didn't think that they could get it with Leoric spooky walking past and Muradin just able to jump. That's a tough spot. That's a tough spot. Yeah. That's something that you don't get to practice a lot.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, only losing 2, though, here means that they're going to lose the lethal, the impending lethal, but they're not going to lose much of their momentum here from the map. Sure, the bottom gets traded out, but the waves are in such a place, and the levels are in such a place that really this next double altar phase, very much going to be a threat. Oh, but you know what? They have 5 on the core.
5 core health.
Oh my! They didn't get a sapper in. They didn't get a sapper in.
It's starting to show.
Yeah.
We're about to have level 20 here on the side of not fans. That's going to be another power spike, but we are looking for a gank here. Marlowe? Oh, Maka. Maka almost walked into the wrong neighborhood right there. Checking the bottom lane here. Jay in any problem, just ferrying those sappers in for now.
Get that
Still
fort.
90 seconds on this boss.
Yeah, pings on the fort here. This fort really is the crucial here. If blue cannot get a pick and they lose this fort, they will lose this game.
Marlowe's going to be dismounted. 30k Violet. Any problem? Yeah, any problem's going to step up and finish this. Maka and the Paletta are here.
Oh, man.
Blazing. Uh-oh. Thanatos in trouble here. Polymorphed in the mid. There is the combo. Jay coming in with the peels.
A little bit of miscommunication using 2 big ults.
The tower does go down. Only 1 channel is needed, and Tomb is not going to hit there onto Jay. Level 20s are in for not fans. They're looking for Leoric. They find the kill. Light Bomb doesn't connect. Jay continues to engage. Gunner is taking away 1 channel on the left-hand side. Jaina is going to go down. That's 2 kills. Extra stun is in. There goes Muradin. Albatog's trying to get out. No chance, though. Sylvanas falls. There goes Gunner. Not fans are going to get...
Wow.
We're going to get the cheeky pull. The Thanatos is trying to stop the channel, but that's going to be 5 shots, and Not Fans is going to advance to the finals with a 2-0 victory.
What a series we just had there. You know, 30k Violet looking very dominant in Series 1 and Series 2, and I think they had some of that, like, I think we saw them continue to scale, and then they hit a wall, and that wall was Not Fans. And they, I mean, they were down... I think they were down 40 kills in this series.
It was.
Not fans really came with their number.
We're 26-6 just in this game. Wow, like it's really interesting to see in these open tournaments just the different levels that these teams can be at. But what's exciting about like Heroes Rise in general is it's not just today. We've got 2 more weeks and then a playoff round for our first round. We've got a second phase planned. These are teams that, like, they're free to break apart and reform and try to move forward with adjustments, or they could just try to stick together and improve as a group. So it's going to be really exciting to see 30k Violet come back in the next qualifier and see if they can improve on today. But moving in, you know, you get your points for the semifinals. Very nicely done, but wow, Not Fans put on a total clinic in this series.
Yeah, very impressive gameplay. Like, I mean, we thought we were watching 30k, like, put on the clinic as we called it, but then here, really well played by them. Like a clinic on a clinic. How to you know, give healthcare to your clinicians is what we just watched there.
Oh goodness me. We can take a quick look at the talents here for those who are interested in such things. Jaina didn't go Big Blizzard. I love Big Blizzard.
I think they would have won. Like, Big Blizzard would have won.
Oh, man. People are just like, stop going, those talents are so bad. I'm like, yeah, but it's easy.
I mean, it is easy to follow up.
I just cast Big Blizzard, and then what do you do after that? It's like, well, you wait. And then you cast it again. And it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. All right, let's update the scoreboard for the final time this evening. We'll bring it back to us.